You've built your MVP with no code, everything seems to be working fine and you're getting some users, but slowly over time it starts to break and you're trying to figure out what the hell is happening. Here's what happens to almost every single founder that builds with no code tools. Let's start off with a timeline here. Between months 1 to 3, you launch MVP with Bubble, Webflow or Flutterflow and it works great, you're ecstatic and you're getting users without spending thousands on developers, which is all well and good. So then month 4 and 5 comes and then things start to slowly break, things start to get a little bit slower here and there, the pages start to get slower, the features out of the blue stop working and you're starting to hit the platform limits that didn't exist. And then by month number 6, the developer gives you the dreaded sentence, "We need to rebuild from scratch," and you're just shaking your head going, no. Because what ended up happening is that you just wasted 6 months and probably $10,000 on something that you can't scale. And this isn't your fault because you just didn't know about it, because no-code platforms just hide the scenario about the cliff that you're about to, if that's an analogy to explain the situation. Because they sell you the speed and the simplicity, but not the long-term viability. Let me show you why this exactly happens and how to avoid it. So the reason why no-code apps can start to break is the first one being is that the performance collapses under real users. So what I mean by this is that no-code tools can work beautifully well for 5 to 10 test users at a time. But 500 users using the app at the same time, everything starts to slow down here. But why is this the case? Because a lot of no-code tools generate bloated code because they prioritize ease of building over efficiency. So when traffic increases to your app, it starts to crawl. The second reason being is that you've hidden the hidden platform limits of the no-code app builder. So every no-code tool has its limits, but they don't advertise this. A lot of them don't advertise this up front because there's maximum database records, API core restrictions, custom functionality that you unfortunately can't build in the tool, and export limitations that lock you in. The third reason being is that integrations break or they don't exist. Because a lot of no-code platforms do offer integrations, but it works fine until the integration breaks and nobody can fix it or can't fix it itself. You need a custom integration that doesn't exist, or you've hit the API limitations, which means you're going to be paying $500 a month for basic automation within that no-code builder. Another reason being is that you can't find the specific developer that you need help from in this scenario. So say for example that your app is growing and you need specific help, but finding developers who have the particular skill set in the particular no-code app development environment that you're using can be almost hard to find, because the ones who do exist are going to end up charging you a premium rate because the market is currently quite small at the moment for this. But this might change over time, so who knows. And the fifth reason being is that the technical debt can become unmanageable. So in the no-code world, fixing something usually means adding workarounds on top of workarounds. So eventually, the app is going to become so entangled that nobody, including yourself, understand how it all works together, because it's just workaround after workaround to patch it all together to make it all work with each other. One change can end up breaking 3 features, and that means you're going to be scared to touch anything in order to break the app even more, and that's why you end up avoiding it. Here's what a lot of no-code gurus and marketers will never tell you. They're actually making money by doing affiliate marketing, by pushing you to sign up and pay for these no-code app builders, because they're incentivized to tell you that you can literally build anything you want with no code. Because they show you the success stories, but they don't tell you about the thousands who tried no code, couldn't scale, and then quietly shut down in the end. Because they literally build courses and templates for no code tools, because their business model literally depends on you using these platforms. Because I'm not saying that they're lying or that they're doing something bad. This is a capitalistic world at the end of the day. Because no code works for them because they're building content sites, courses, and very simple basic tools. But they're not building scalable businesses with thousands of users using the app at the same time. Because the truth is, no code is incredible, and it's getting more and more powerful as each year comes for prototyping, testing, and for simple internal tools. But it's terrible for building real businesses that need to scale. You deserve to know this before you waste 6 months and thousands of dollars. So the bottom line is this: no code is great for very basic, simple apps, but it can be terrible for complex apps that require scaling. Don't confuse the two. 90% of no-code MVPs need to be rebuilt because the founders don't understand about this cliff until they drive off it. That's why 90% of the no-code MVPs need to be rebuilt 6 months later because of the issues and mistakes that I've outlined in today's video. So if you're deciding between choosing a no-code platform or you're building from the ground up, I highly recommend to do your research first, or actually work with an expert who can help you decide the best way to go. And if you need help doing that, I can help you out. What I would invite you to do is to click on the link below to book in a free call with me to discuss how I can personally help you bring your app idea to life in the shortest amount of time possible. The link is in the description below. Again, thank you for watching today's video. If this video has helped you out a lot, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.